So today I'm in the birdie box at Golf Club Bad Liebenzell, which is in the Black Forest of Germany, which is where I live a lot of the year now. And I'm going to talk about a little bit how to use Trackman, whether you use it in the summer and winter like I do, or just in the winter. A lot of you, I know you want to get outside, but I think it's a very valuable tool. So I want to give some tips on how to use it and what you should be looking at. Because from my experience, a lot of people using the technology aren't looking at the right things. And so I'm going to point these things out to you here on the other monitor. You'll see here, this is the carry yards number. I'm not interested in total yards. I'm only interested in carry distance because the ball, how far it's going to roll, depends on a lot of factors, of course. And this is a really important number here right above my grip, is the face to path number. This is showing the club face angle relative to square. So if it is, and this is really important, if the club face is open relative to the direction it's swinging, if it's open, you're going to see a positive number. If it's closed, you're going to see a negative number. Now I'm going to hit some shots for you. You'll see some of each, of course. And the same with the path number, which I'm going to show you also. The path is going to show you a path to the left of the target line is going to be a negative number, minus, and I think of it like the minus is to the left of the number, and that means the swing is to the left, or the minus on the club face is left, it's closed, and the dash, the minus is to the left, and that's how I remember it. So also looking at, I don't pay that much attention to the spin rate, but you can find that online under Trackman numbers based on club head speed. Don't compare to tour players unless you have the same speed that they do. Club head speed at impact, club path, which I just talked about, is important. And then the smash factor is just the difference how fast the ball comes off the club versus the club head speed. So if with the driver, if the speed is at 100 miles per hour, the a good ball speed would be 150 miles per hour. And then the angle of attack is the angle the club's coming into impact. A very steep number, very negative number would be, say, 10 degrees downward, whereas a positive number would be moving up at impact. So I'm going to hit a couple and tell you what adjustments I'm making. And these are based on my setup for impact golf method, what I teach, and it's really the easiest way to quickly improve your game, simply because I teach you how to set up on your impact plane. So it's basically setting up with the wrists uncocked. Either way, this video is going to help you if you want to know what I've done to simplify the golf swing. I'll first always look here to see where I'm putting the ball down, what's in line with the screen, and there is a target symbol. You're not going to see it here, but you'll see it. I'll point it here. You could see that, and that is lined up dead straight with where I am here on the mat. And so then I want to see also that my feet, that I'm looking at alignment and ball position also. And so I'll go ahead and hit a couple. This is an 8-iron. That felt pretty good. And I'm halfway warmed up, so this might be a little bit shorter. Typically, I'd hit this 150, the 8-iron about 160 yards. This is a little bit higher loft. This is a Titleist 150, I think T150, which I switched to this year. And it's about a club shorter than the Callaway Maverick Pros that I was playing. And so here, looking at the numbers, you see a face to path 0.7. So the club face was a 0.7 of a degree open, and the path was 0.6 of a degree to the right. So club speed 79. That's a little bit on the slow side for me for an 8-iron, but again, it takes me at 61 years old a while to warm up. The attack angle 3.4 down, which is very good for an 8-iron. And so really no adjustments to make there that that felt pretty good too. A little bit more carry, 153 yards, 80 miles an hour. Attack angle, tiny bit steeper. The face was 1.7 closed. Again, that's going to be pretty close to the target. Could be, sometimes it tells you how far that would be, so you don't have to guess. There are some other numbers that you could look up here, which would tell you. It looks like, if you look at the target thing there, it's pretty much in line. So, and because the path was 1.4 to the right, that's why. So the path was slightly right, the face a little bit closed, and that's why it ended up pretty good. I'll hit one more with this. That was okay. I felt like a little bit on the heel maybe. Yeah, flew 148. The face was a little bit closed, the path a little bit to the right. And so the path 2.2 degrees to the right is kind of a tendency for me. And so what I'll do, and I do this on my online learning program with the people I'm coaching online who have access to my learning program, is when they send in videos, you could see that on relative to the plane. And so what I'll have them do is try to feel like they're taking it a little bit outside to in to just kind of balance it out. And that'll normally fix the face also. So I'll make a couple little practice swings and then try to feel the same thing here. And so that felt better. It might have even been open. So the club face 2 degrees open and the path was perfect. And so that's kind of how you can kind of get yourself moving in the right direction. I'm going to hit a 5-iron now. Typically, the longer clubs become a little bit more difficult. So I switch it on here to 5-iron. And I'm not sure the distance here. Here in the Black Forest where I now live, I lived the last years in Florida and from the U.S. Some people think I'm from Germany because of my last name, but my wife's from Germany, and so that's one of the reasons we're here. But so I'm going to I'm going to adjust this distance to be about what I would expect. Say 185 is what I'd like to see for a carry distance. I may not get that just because I'm not completely warmed up here. So I'm just going to try about what I did with the 8-iron. That felt all right, a little bit towards the toe. 182 carry. The face open and the path slightly right. Speed 185. So that's okay, nothing really to worry about. Face slightly open. I noticed that earlier also. That's something I have to watch on the longer irons. So I'm looking at impact that I have. That I see the face square with my hands ahead. Because for me it's all set up. That's pretty good. Now typically if I mishit some in here, it's fat, which it seems to be okay here. So good numbers. The face, 0.2 of a degree closed, path perfect. Tack angle great. So I'm really happy with that. Speed is okay, club head speed 86. So I'm getting up about, normally I can get close to 90 with a 5-iron. But for me it's early in the year. Got one more. Felt okay, not great. Again, numbers good. So I'm gonna hit a 5-wood. Hit a couple 5-woods for you. And this is the 5-wood. Let's put in the 5-wood. 5-wood. And typically I hit this 220 carry. Or I'll say 220. Let's say 220, confirm. 220 yards. So here they are a lot on the metric system, the meters, but I play in yards. And so I love these AI Smoke 5-woods, and I was fitted, like all of my clubs in my bag, I was fit at Club Champion, which I highly recommend. They do the best job in fitting. It's all about getting the right shaft. Again, shaft is number one for any club. Get fit for the shaft and then figure out which club head you want or who's going to work with that shaft for you, and that's what they do at Club Champion. I know it's expensive, but to me, it's your best option if you want to be perfectly fit for a set of golf clubs. Put in my name as a referral. They'll treat you right. It always helps them to think that there's somebody looking over their shoulder. In fact, if you do get fit and you have any questions, just contact me through my email or website, setupforimpact.com, and I'll help you also. The grips are Jumbo Max Ultralights. They're very large, but this is size small. And I have some fitting information on the website at setupforimpact.com FAQ page. So for the 5-wood, same thing. I feel the same setup, setting up with my wrists uncocked. A little bit on the heel. Sometimes indoor golf, although I could do that outside. What happened to the face? Got a little closed. And again, that's probably because of the heel hit. It's not normally what it fly 205, so it wasn't a very good swing. Sometimes inside, I have more of a problem getting my depth perception. That felt pretty good. See what the numbers say, 216 carry. Pretty straight, face a little bit closed, path a little bit right. So again, as I get into longer clubs, that's what I'll tend to see is the path will tend to get from inside. So I'm going to try a little bit what I did earlier. Feel like it's a little bit out to in. A little bit on the heel again. So the face to path closed, again, because of the heel hit probably. And the path was okay. 218. Angle of attack. All looks pretty good there. See if I can get one in the middle. Pretty good. Must have hit the mat a little bit first. That's what I tend to do in here. It's a very tight mat. It's a nice place to hit, but let me just get the ball position. That was pretty good. Felt pretty good. Not very far. Sometimes you get some funky numbers in here, so I'm not sure. That's on the green. Not sure where I hit it. So I'll put impact tape on sometimes on the club. So I'm not going to sweat it too much. The face and path are pretty good. Try to hit this one a little bit cleaner. Yeah, it felt really good. Looked pretty low. I got 232. So you get some discrepancy indoors with the distances sometimes. Face got a little closed. Path a little bit right. So it's pretty good. Let's change it to the driver. 1-wood driver. Confirm. It says 250. I haven't been in here. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. Move over a little bit. And I use my own golf balls in here just because I know what they are. Unless the place you're hitting has good balls that you know. I would use something decent or that you're used to playing so you get the numbers. This is an AI Smoke Triple Diamond Max, 9 degree, but it's set +1 because I like to, with the driver, to try to hit it more, trying to make it feel more like an iron, the swing. So I don't like the idea of too much hitting up at it. So we'll play here a little bit. We'll play around with the angle of attack when we get to the driver here. Let's look at that. So angle of attack is going to determine, so if I want to hit it really far, I'll move the ball a little bit up in the stance. it feels like a little bit less control there. For me, my fairway finder drive will be, I'll hit first, which will be a lower one. So I'm going to set up and just see what happens. So that felt pretty good. That's my standard low driver. Doesn't look so low on there. See what the numbers. Face was good. Path a little bit right. It's typical for me. Spin a little bit high. Carry 250. Attack angle, so pretty level. And so that's, I really like the idea with the driver of having the feel of it being pretty level here through impact. So I don't have to worry about D-plane and aiming. It seems to be the easiest to hit the fairway that way. I'm going to try that again and get the path, try to get my path ironed out, try to make it feel a little bit out to in here. Well, that felt pretty good. It looks like it started left. Face was left, okay. So path was better. Face was a little closed. Pretty good drive. One more. So I'm going to hit this one a little higher. So I'm going to move the ball a little bit forward in the stance. Try to make the same swing. See if we get a more positive attack angle. That one was 0.1. See what happened. It felt really good. Yeah, so we hit it 5 degrees up. It's going to fly 263. Speed's coming up a little bit. So I hope this video was helpful for you. But any questions or comments, put them in the box below. Check out my learning program at setupforimpact.com. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.